Very much for this very interesting performance. We could hear very unique instruments and also see unique ways how to use traditional instruments. So I would like to thank a lot to the Academy of Performing Arts for this nice show that actually begin our new day of the Prague European Summit. Let me only remind you the partners and organizers of this wonderful event. This Prague European Summit is organized by two leading institutes that are focusing on European policies and international relations. It means the Institute of International Relations in Prague and the European Institute for European Policy. Let me also mention institutional partners who are super important to organize such a nice, huge event. This year's summit is co-organized with the government of the Czech Republic, so with the Office of the Government of the Czech Republic. And thanks to the Office of the Government, we can have the event in this beautiful Liechtenstein Palace. This event is also a signed event of the Czech EU presidency, which is taking place in the second half of 2022. And this event is also supported by the representation of the European Commission in the Czech Republic, the European Investment Bank, Hans Seidel Stiftung, City of Prague. And when it comes to main partners of this event, the leading partner is Stratos Auto, who has been active on the Czech market for more than 28 years, and it's one of our most important partners, and EIT Urban Mobility, which is an initiative of the European Institute of Innovation and Technology, a body of the European Union that aims to accelerate the transition to sustainable urban mobility and livable cities. And when it comes to general media partner, I have to notice or mention that the general media partner is the Czech television, so the Czech public service broadcaster, and among other media partners I can mention EU Observer, Radio Free Europe, and Hospodářské noviny. So these are the partners thanks to whom we could organize the Prague European Summit. And as I mentioned before, today we have full day of discussions. We will discuss about, for example, the new EU industrial strategy. We will talk about Belarus. We will talk about repowering EU after the outbreak of the war in Ukraine. We will discuss recovery and resilience plans. There are really many topics to discuss. Part of the program is taking place here in the Golden Hall of the Liechtenstein Palace, and other closed roundtable discussions will be held downstairs and in other rooms of this beautiful Liechtenstein Palace. So I'm looking forward for all the discussions, and let me now start today's program with introducing you a very important person from the Czech public sphere. This person is Věra Jourová, the European Commission Vice President for Values and Transparency. Unfortunately, Ms. Jourová couldn't join us here in person, but she prepared for us a nice video message. Let me only remind you that Ms. Jourová, it's her second term in the European Commission, and before she started her career in Brussels, she served as the Minister of Regional Development here in the Czech Republic.